Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out Think Media TV. Stay tuned because there's a lot of great content that I think you're going to enjoy.
Ultimately, you gotta rig this thing up somehow.
This is a resource that's going to help. This is a resource that's going to hopefully help you move further, faster. Today I want to talk about the theme of how to get started in video and how to accelerate at maximum speed on a limited budget. You might be thinking to yourself, I want to get into video production, editing, media production, some aspect of all the above, and you're saying, but I don't really know how to start and how to progress quickly. Now, you could, if you have the budget, go to a film school. That's going to be great help. But I would recommend, if that's not the route you're taking and you just want to get started immediately, I just want to give you a few tips and a few pointers to help you out. A little background on me is I kind of grew up a little bit creative. I grew up with hands-on with a few video cameras and different things, but I was never too majorly into it. And about 8 years ago, I picked up a video camera and I picked up some software interning at a church, and I started doing video production. Fast forward a few years and I was eventually brought on staff, paid staff position on the church to do video production. Fast forward a few more years to a few months ago, I started my own business called Clear Vision Media. Everything I produce is ultimately self-taught, but it also comes from a ton of education. By no ways do I think that I can just figure things out on my own, but I research them on the internet and various things like we talked about in that first vlog. So the nitty gritty, what are some things that you can do to start in video production and just get going? How to get started?
This is where the hobbits live.
I'm gonna say number one, start a vlog. And the reason I say that is because throughout this whole thing, we're gonna talk about get projects completed. And if you start a vlog, you could start with a webcam on your laptop and start out, record yourself, say some stuff, do some cheesy animations on there, throw some titles on there, and start completing projects beginning to end. The point of maybe your vlog and what you start uploading on YouTube or whatever is not necessarily going to be, again, to get followers or to get people, looking at what you're doing, but it's going to be so that you can just get multiple completed projects under your belt. Second thing, I would recommend interning or just getting connected with somebody that can just mentor you and that you can serve and do projects alongside with them. A colleague of mine now runs a very successful media production company, and he has no formal education, but he got his education through news broadcast and serving on a team. All of those practical skills that he gathered during that time eventually allowed him to launch out and do things more creatively. And so find a place to connect where you can get field experience. Hands-on practical experience is so vital, rather than just the technical specs and things that really lead to no real world training. You want to get your hands touching cameras, you want to be touching equipment, you want to be able to fail a whole lot, and the more projects you can complete, the more you could fail. During my time working at the church, I was under incredible deadlines. Often weeks it was more than one, and sometimes the videos were pretty complex. And so over the multiple years that I was there, that's at least 52 videos a year for multiple years, and then I was doing personal projects as well. So it's possible to say that maybe completed projects from complex to simple are in the hundreds under my belt, and most of those are not very good, but you got to start somewhere to start developing that. So start a vlog or just start doing projects, intern somewhere, just get connected somewhere where you could serve to gain that experience, even for free. It might cost you the expense to get there or whatever, but you're going to get free training if you just go help someone out, go intern somewhere in a studio for a business at a church, start media at your church, whatever it is. Third one is also just make videos, kind of like the vlog. Just start making videos, but I want to re-emphasize complete projects. I've got too many friends that are in media and they're creatives. And so one of the things with creatives is it's easy to procrastinate, things to never be good enough. It's easy to always be developing, and the thing they shot 6 months ago still hasn't been put out, it hasn't been published. I encourage you, get completed projects under your belt. Just do as many things as you can, and that's going to add to your experience, and not just halfway. You go, I've shot a lot of video, but I haven't actually edited it and actually got it distributed to web. Or, I got it all in the editing process, and then I got lost and I gave up. Time bogs down. So push yourself to get completed things under your belt. An example of somebody who's just doing completed projects, who's kind of vlogging, who's just getting stuff done, is Gabriel Cox. I know Gabe from our church, and I've been watching his stuff on YouTube and on Facebook when he uploads it. And what I love about what he's doing is he's just getting stuff done. He's getting projects done. And right now he doesn't have the best equipment. He just has whatever he has, but he's slamming out projects. And so just like that, look for something to get your hands on. Now, three other points to just keep in mind. Number one, complete projects. Get complete projects done, not halfway projects, not I've got 100 projects started and that still need to be edited, but complete your projects. Number two, learn and launch. Learn and launch. One of the things that you want to be doing as you're producing videos is not just producing them at the same quality that you already are, but continually add to your learning. And so if right now you just go, man, my stuff's not that good, still get it out. Just start getting projects done, but also be pushing to raise the bar. What most people do is they go to one of two extremes on the launch and learn side. One, they launch all these videos, and they've been launching these videos. They've been launching them for the last 3 years, and the quality has not changed. They have not been learning and growing and getting better as they go. It's just been the exact same. They are too heavy on the launch side. They're completing projects, but they're not growing. Then there's those that are too heavy on the learn side. They're constantly learning about new cameras and new techniques, and they're reading blogs. They're investing all their time into learning and into information, but it never actually translates into application. And so find a balance of launching and learn. Make sure you're launching stuff, getting stuff done, completed, but also make sure you're learning. And one of the best ways to learn is to, as you're doing projects, encounter problems and say, how do I improve this? And then Google it, watch someone's video, search that thing out to figure out how to do lighting in this situation, how to deal with this rendering problem that I've encountered with this particular file format. If you're actually doing real projects, you're going to be asking questions along the way, because those questions are going to be coming up, and you're going to increase your learning and launching, and you're going to move further faster. Number three, expose yourself. And think media TV is under no liability for any negative ramifications that happen when you do. That was a joke. To really increase further faster, you want to expose yourself to excellence and high quality stuff all the time. If what you're viewing in your media, if your peers, those around you, even those that are critiquing your videos or your media production, are all at the same level, and you're never exposing yourself to higher levels and new challenges, then you're going to feel comfortable and great where you're at. But to stretch yourself, you want to expose yourself to quality, to excellence, to new ways of doing things, and to even allow yourself a little pain. Pride is not going to take you very far. You want to stay humble, not discouraged, but humble about what you're producing, and expose yourself. I love to just watch videos. Like in the last video, I build my YouTube favorites to see things that challenge me, that are completely out there, that stretch my thinking. And when I expose myself to these different levels, I see something, and then I say, hey, could I do that? And then I try to do that. Be one that looks and listens. Don't think that you have nothing to learn, but that's constantly looking and listening. A resource to check out is website down below in the info is akudo.com. Now, they make products for HD SLRs, but they have a webisode called Critics. Now, just a disclaimer, they cuss up a storm in this show, so just be ready for that. But what they do is they go on Vimeo and they look at all these videos that have been produced and they critique them. And these are two guys that are far along in the industry, that have cutting edge perspectives. And so by exposing yourself not only to the videos they come up with, because they're really cool, but also to what an expert critic would say about a video. You're constantly going to be exposing yourself to the next level. One thing that happens in the church and in ministry all the time is we compare ourselves with ourselves. We compare what our video is like to what somebody else's church's video is like, and we might be just constantly comparing. We might be looking at a low standard. When you look at a higher standard, you're going to force yourself to stretch into that higher standard so long as you don't get discouraged. And so hopefully you got something out of this. You say, hey, I want to get into video. I want to get started. What should I do right now? Hopefully this helps. And maybe you're already doing it, but you want to start moving faster. I encourage you to just try some of these things out. Let me know what you think. Comment on the YouTube or comment on the blog. Click like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, there's somebody that you know in your ministry or your organization that is got a passion but wants to just start getting going and creating videos and stuff. Please share this with them. I hope it'll be a benefit to them as well. Thanks for checking it out. Think Media TV.